there, and welcome back to Lady AEA. As spring approaches, you'll be getting a garden video, at least one every week, along with the other subjects and subject matter I discuss. But gardening is getting into full swing, and it is my heart. I love it. It's my therapy. It's my sweet spot, my safe place. So this week's garden video is unboxing seeds. So let me explain. Normally, I've gardened on and off for several years. Last year I did the biggest planting and harvest I have ever done, and I absolutely loved it. So I experimented last year with a few seeds. So I only bought one of those little trays. It held 72 seeds. Didn't even use seeding dirt, used regular dirt. And I planted a row of each thing I wanted. So it was a row of cabbage, a row of asparagus, a row of squash. It was just one single row of each thing. So it probably was like 5 or 6 plants of each thing. And special me, my first year, I labeled it, but I did not use a Sharpie marker. So what happened? The labels smudged on off. So I did not know what I planted in each row. So I was going to throw it away. And my dad said, well, just let it grow and see what happens. You know, after we gotten outside, and you see some greenery, but you don't know what plant it is. So that was just so to me. But I let it grow, and I repotted some of them into bigger plants. I ended up getting beautiful cabbage from it. I ended up getting beautiful greens from it. Just I call them mystery plants, because I didn't know what each one was until it started growing and blooming. So this year I decided, let's take it up a notch. One, because I love the idea of starting from seed. You get so many more options to plant, stuff you don't see in your local garden stores. So if you start from seeds, you can plant any and everything. So I went crazy in the seed catalog. And so, yes, I'm going to unbox seeds today and some plants that I am going to plant as well. This is what I learned too last year. I had a beautiful garden and lots of different things, but I didn't plant any flowers. Flowers are important because flowers bring pollinators, bees and birds to pollinate your plants, like a squash. There's a girl squash and there's a boy squash, and they have to be pollinated. And in order to do that, something has to bring one part of a plant to another part of a plant. Bees do that. Birds do that. There are other pollinators, but flowers attract pollinators. And I did not have one flower planted. I had some later in season, like some Coleus, but like elephant ears and other greenery, that doesn't bring pollinators. So this year I am making up for that. And also this year I'm growing a lot more from plants. I don't know if I'm behind or not, because where I am in Georgia, my zone is at 8. I think it's 8A. And our last frost date is March 29th. And you're supposed to have these seeds for some of them from 4 to 6, or some of them from 4 to 8 weeks. So if I put it in now, which is going to be March 1st tomorrow, then I'll give it a good 4 weeks to grow indoor before transplanting outdoor. So we're going to live and learn. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what comes and grows. But I'm excited. Another reason, I went to my local Lowe's getting some seeding mix, and I was looking at the little plantings that I planted last year. Normally they were $3, $3.50, $4. Those things were like $5 and $6 for one plant. Inflation has hit everything, even our little garden stores. So I'm not paying $6 for a row per plant when I can grow seeds and build my own per plant for pennies on that. Okay, so shout out to the Home Gardenstead. I believe that's Barbara. I used to work with her actually, and she has gone on this whole gardening journey. I love her videos, but I just was buying seeds from a local store, Pikes, Lowe's, Home Depot. She introduced me to Johnny Seeds and Botanical Interests. And so my first big order is from Botanical Interests, and they did not disappoint. So thank you, shout out to Barbara. But I'm about to do my unboxing. I'm so excited. I know y'all gonna think this is a lot of stuff, but I got the dirt, I got the time. I am ready, okay? So let's get started. I love how they did it. Like, this is so cutesy. I love it, love it. And yes, I have been in it. I'm just letting y'all join me on the journey. So it starts with a beautiful vellum overlay that says happy growing, Botanical Interest. They give you a thank you pack of seeds. How cool is that? So I'm trying to pull them all out. And yes, we're gonna go one by one because they're just that awesome. I'm looking for oh, here it is. Thank you. It's a thank you pack of lettuce. Anyway, it's assorted lettuce. It's lettuce mesclun. I don't know, but it's a variety of different lettuce. And this is one of the main things I bought to grow because I had a ball. I created salad bowls last year. I gave away some to some friends, and I had a huge one in my backyard in a pot. And so I'm going to do that again this year, but even more. I bought more different types of greens and everything. So I'm excited about that. So they give me my thank you lettuce. Here are my seeds, y'all. Do you see all that? Do you see the beauty? The light might be blinding, but we're going to go through each one. I love herbs, and so I've got a lot more herbs this time. So I got some rosemary. Don't know if y'all can actually see some rosemary. Matador spinach. Look how big and pretty those leaves are gonna be. I got some Calorie blend carrots. Just look at the colors of them. I thought that was the cutest thing. But they're Calorie blend carrots. Look at there. Wouldn't you want to eat some hot pink and orange and yellow carrots? Love that. Another herb, cilantro. I love, love, love cilantro. For cooking with, I put it in a lot of different things, like when I do salmon patties or turkey burgers, but also your guacamole. So cilantro. Watermelon. I bought this one for my daddy because I asked him, did he want to plant anything? I just want to plant a watermelon. So got him some watermelon seeds. I didn't have much success with watermelon. Lettuce mesclun. So again, this is a chef's choice. It's all different types of greens. So I am excited about this because I love, love, love the salad bowls that I made. And I think some of these, I'm going to research more and I'll bring you on the journey. Some of them I'm starting as seedlings inside, but some of them I'm going to plant straight in the dirt outside. It tells you what temperature, it gives you all the information, when to sow it outside, when to start inside, special germination instructions. Like lettuce, y'all. If you don't grow anything else, grow tomatoes and lettuce. Lettuce, days to emerge, 5 to 14 days. And you only plant it 1/8 of an inch. Don't have to do any spacing, no thinning. Just put the seeds in the ground and grow you a salad. You can't get much easier than that. And this, I love this because it's a variety. It's not just the spinach or it's not just a particular leaf. So, and this is $1.89, y'all. You can't get a bag of salad or your greens at the store for $1.89. But you can grow your whole table of them, okay? Y'all gotta do it. I'm gonna leave my flowers towards the end. I got some Glacier tomatoes. Love that. I have not tried this variety before. I bought some tomato bush cherry falls. These reminded me of some I planted last year, and I'll try to insert a picture here. I don't know what variety it was, but they were the smallest. They were smaller than cherry tomatoes. They were the smallest tomatoes I have ever seen. Like, they were fabulous, but I don't know what variety it was, but look how many. Look at the picture I'll insert. It was fabulous. So these, though, are tomatoes. cherry falls, bush cherry falls. So love that. Got me some more cabbage. Cabbage did very well in my garden before this critter attacked it. It attacked my cabbage and my collards, but we got a secret weapon for that this year. So cabbage, this one will be new for me. And I was amazed. I was in Sprouts and I saw how Brussels sprouts grow. I don't know how I thought they grew, but they come on like a big vine. Maybe bought some Brussels sprouts. Yeah, Long Island improved. So in early spring or summer. So I'm excited about the greens. Also got red cabbage. Love cabbage. And they're just cute to watch them grow with all those leaves. I got beefsteak tomato. To me, these should be some big fat tomatoes. So I'm excited about these bad boys. Of course, I'm a Southern girl. I had to have some collard greens, okay? I will never forget growing up, I was in college and I had a girlfriend named Sparkle. And when we would come home, we both were from South Decatur, DeKalb County area. And we would come home and I'll never forget, her mom had collards lying in the driveway. And I was like, get out of here. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But I love to see the collards grow in the garden. It's a beautiful leafy sight. And I'm a Southern Atlanta girl. So of course I had to have me some collard greens. And it says Georgia Southern, okay? Then I bought a kale premier blend. I wasn't always a kale girl, I'm gonna be honest, but I do love some kale now. One of my favorites is a kale massaged salad. And it's literally just kale. You put olive oil, goat cheese, and lemon juice. First, you massage it with lemon juice and olive oil, the leaves. And then you put in your toppings. And I normally do goat cheese and I'll do a cranberry, dried cranberry and pecan mix. It's absolutely fabulous. The lightest, crispiest taste in the world. So love that kale salad. And hopefully I'll make one this season with kale from my own garden. So yeah, I bought a kale variety. Look at all of that. The different types. Last time I only had like a purple kale. I don't know if I had another type, but excited about my kale. Lemon balm. I put this in teas. And I'm gonna make some tea this year. Not just make tea, but like make it as a gift. I'm excited about that. I'll tell you about that later. This was just a pretty lettuce to me and I want to see it grow. So this is lettuce butterhead, marvel of 4 seasons. It's a buttery flavor and beautiful cranberry red leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? Don't you want to see what that grows up to look like? Love it, love it. Of course, we got to have some parsley in our herb garden. We must have basil. I love basil. And I had the hardest time finding it this winter. I had the hardest time. So I decided I'm going to always have me a basil plant in my kitchen. I love it. I love it with mozzarella and tomatoes. I love making pesto sauce out of it. I love basil. So I had to get me some basil. This is Everleaf Emerald Towers basil. Of course, more kale. This is Dazzling blue kale. I'm excited about it. I haven't always been an onion girl. Bless my mama's heart and soul. She used to put onions in everything and I complain. And probably a year after she passed, I started eating onions. She would never believe it. I still don't like all onions, but I have fallen in love with the red onion, the purple onion. It doesn't stink so much on your hand after you cut it. And it just gives a good taste to your food. I love it. So bought me some onion bulb, Cabernet, and Excited about those. I had some last year, but I don't think I let them grow far enough into the season. So this one is new for me. It's Stevia Candy. So this is like the stevia, the sugar you put in your different things. I've never grown it. I want to see how it is. It says don't sow it outside. So this will be a in the kitchen plant, but they say it's got a low germination rate, but I wanted to try it and see if it really adds a sweetness all on its own. It says you can grow your own calorie-free, carbohydrate-free, low glycemic sweetener at home. It's called Sweet Leaf. It's up to 300 times sweeter than sugar, so a little goes a long way. Some say the leaves have a slight pleasant aftertaste. It's a bushy, tall plant. Leaves are sweetest just before the plant flowers in late summer to fall. Grow as an annual. I'm excited about this. This is the thing I like about ordering seeds too. It opens you up to a whole new world of things that are out there to plant. I didn't know I could do this. I also bought me some cotton seeds. That's another story for another video. But if you know me, you know I was looking for some cotton plants. So I bought myself, before they gave me the lettuce, thank you, I bought Market Day lettuce Mesclun, baby greens, 20 to 25 days. It says sow indoors any time of year. Duh, me didn't know that. I've been waiting for spring. So I bought I had a nice big bowl silver platter thing. It's nice and big, but it's not super deep. So I'm gonna sit it in the middle of my breakfast room, which gets lots of sunlight, and I'm just gonna plant seeds straight into it and see what happens. That would be so awesome to have my lettuce growing on my breakfast nook table. But anyway, it says sow indoors any time of year. So outside 2 to 4 weeks before your average last frost date. That's another thing about lettuce. They don't have to have hot sun. Mine actually grew in the shade. They were not in the hot summer sun or anything like that. They actually started bolting when it got too hot. So it's good to know this can be grown inside year round. But I'm excited about it. So it's a good mixture, and it's 5 to 10 days to emerge from seed, y'all. So look at all the different varieties in there. Isn't that awesome? Love it, love it. And then, like I said, the varieties are endless when you, this isn't even like a pinch of what's in the catalog, y'all. It's so much stuff. I got I got overwhelmed, and some stuff I wanted, they were out of stock. But I like okra. I don't know, I didn't always love okra, but I like it now. But I have never seen red burgundy okra. So I am going to grow me some okra. Again, 10 to 15 days to emerge. Sow it outside 1 to 2 weeks after your large frost date. You can start 4 to 6 weeks before the average last frost date. So I'm excited. And when you do seeds, read them, because some of them need to be soaked in water. Some of them can go straight in. Some of them don't need to be planted deep, just like really on the surface of your dirt. It's really interesting. So we're going to have us some burgundy okra, red burgundy okra. Now let's get to the plants, which is only 3. Plus, I do have, so I had 2 trees in the backyard last year. Year before, they had them cut down because they cracked and one fell on the house. But anyway, thank God all is well. But it took away the shade from stuff I was planting underneath. So I had hostas underneath. And so I planted some hostas under there. Look up hostas. They're very, very beautiful greenery plants. And I just love them because they come back bigger and better every year. Well, I planted some, those jokers burned. Their leaves were crisp because there was no shade to cover them. So I was like, I got to find something to put there that loves the sun. So I saw these beauties at Costco, and they are called Black Knight Cannas. I don't know if you can see. Do you see the dark leafery and the pretty bright orange flowers, and they love sun. So I'm excited to put these. This isn't, remember I said I'm adding plants. So these are going to be a lovely touch. So as you're looking out on your garden, it helps to have beautiful plants out there too to look at. It's nothing like seeing beautiful harvest on your flowers, on your vegetables and your fruits and so forth. But I love looking at beautiful flowers as well. So I'm excited about this. It's Black Knight Canna, and they grow pretty tall. Yeah, so I'm excited about those. Also bought some more hostas. I bought a big pack of hostas because I'm going to plant these in the front where there is some shade. So I'm excited. You see all the green leafery. So this is a big boy. It's 20 plants. So I'm going to plant that out front in the front yard. I have some large containers by the front door. And I'm going to put, I've never been a big fern fan. My mama always was. Not a super fern fan, but I think these are going to look beautiful in that container by the front door. I think it'll add a nice, sorry y'all, a nice greenery level outside. Never been a big fern fan, but I think these are going to be great. And then I bought some more hostas. I love hostas. So again, we're going to put these in the front yard. And look how big and pretty they grow. And what I love about them is they get bigger and bigger every year. I bought my first one like from Pikes, and it was like a nice size, maybe 8 to 10 inch pot. That joker grows so big and pretty every year, gets bigger and bigger. So I love, love, love the hostas. Now this one isn't a pollen. I don't know if she's a pollinator or not, but I love peonies. And I was like, I would love to grow me some peonies. And even just cut off a couple of blooms and bring them indoor. So I have some a peony, it's one peony. And then gladiolas. I grew some bulbs last year. I was not very pleased with the outcome. I don't know if it was where I set it or what it was. I probably got one round of some dark purple ones. They were pretty, but for as many bulbs as I planted, I thought I should have had more. So we're gonna try again with bulbs, gladiola bulbs. And of course you can take these, cut them, put them in a beautiful vase inside, and they're gorgeous. Okay, so then I have 3 flowers that I bought. Coleus. I fell in love with Coleus last year. A friend of mine, shout out to Kim, went to this greenhouse. I think it was deep in Douglasville, and she bought us some plants. I kept adding on to my list. She was FaceTiming me, and I was like, "Can you get this and this and this?" So she picked them up for me. I cash apped her, and I met her and got them. But I fell in love with Coleus. To me, they are the most beautiful flowers because it's such a variety. You don't know what's going to come up. They can grow and cascade down a nice big pot. But I love, love, love them because a lot of the ones last year were the dark burgundy ones. I did have some lime ones too. And this is a mixture. You can go straight outside 1 to 2 weeks after your average last frost date, or if you're going to do inside 6 to 8 weeks before. But I am excited. It says the first true leaves are red, so then they take on those other colors. So this is Coleus, and I'm really, really excited about those. And I think it can be a house plant too. I just didn't bring mine indoors. It's called Celosia, Chief Red Flame. I just thought it was beautiful, and it says it dries well. So I wanted to get some of these and put them in the garden and see. It's called Red Flame. It's compact, uniform. made up of hundreds of tiny flowers arranged in tight waves, long lasting in the garden or a vase. It's like moths to a flame. Pollinators love it. Good. Come pollinators, come get some of this. And then come on over to my squash and do what you need to do. So you can sow outside within 2 weeks after your average last frost date, or 6 to 8 weeks before your average frost date. So some of them, that's what I said, I got the roll, and I'm gonna start planting tomorrow, which is March 1st. So this is Celosia Chief Red Flame. Excited about that. And this is my last seed from Botanical Interests. It's called Grass Bunny Tails. I just thought they were cute. Looks like little cotton balls on a plant. Isn't that the cutest little thing? They say they dry very well. You can start inside 6 to 8 weeks before average last frost date. I think these are cute. I don't know how much they'll pollinate, but I think these are cute. So I thought they would be a nice little touch in the garden. So I thought I had more flowers. I do have some sunflowers that I bought. I was looking for this one. It's called a teddy bear, and it's fuzzy, but it was sold out all the places I went looking for it. So I have regular sunflower seeds. What else do I have? I do have some more flowers because I do want to draw in the pollinators. So yes, that is my unboxing of my seeds and things I plan to plant. And knowing me, there will be a lot more. But I encourage you, everybody didn't have to be a master gardener to start. You can just start. You don't have to start from seeds. I didn't. I started with the little transplants. I think one of the greatest things you can get is to go to your local Lowe's or Home Depot, and they normally have a big tomato plant in a pot that's already got a cage on it. You can sit that on your patio, water it twice a week, and eat harvest off of that. You didn't have to plant it. You didn't have to plant seeds. All you have to do is bring it home. I think that's one of the easiest crops you can get for your home. And I think it might be just a start to help you fall in love with gardening. I think it's a fabulous start. I think if you got tomato plant, if you got some spinach or any kind of lettuce and just let it grow, whether it's in a sunny room in your kitchen or right outside your back patio door, I think you would just be over the moon proud of yourself. Just starting there. I think we live in some special times. And I think one of the things you can put under your belt is knowing how to grow your food. I'm not real big on, some people are big on the homestead. They've got these humongous greenhouses. They've got these sheds that house canned food and stuff. It's amazing. It's a lot of work. So I'm just saying, start where you are. A tomato plant. Start where you are. Some lettuce. What's another easy plant? Maybe a pepper. Just something that you grew with your own hands and picked and ate in your own kitchen. It's amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. So I just want to encourage you, if you don't do anything else, go buy you a tomato plant with the cage and all from your local big box store. Put it on your patio and watch how you feel when little green tomatoes sprout up and you pick them and you let them turn red in your home and you eat them, your own harvest. It's amazing. So I'm excited about my seeds. I'm gonna walk y'all on the journey with me. I'm gonna plant tomorrow because it's March 1st. We got 31 days to get some stuff growing. I bought a greenhouse, a little indoor one, and that thing was so flimsy, I sent it right back. But I ended up getting a shelf. And that's where I'm going to start my ceilings inside. It's by a nice window in the kitchen, but I also think I'm going to have to add some lights to it. And y'all are going to see the newbie me because I hadn't done this part before, but I'm excited about it. And I know I can grow in the house because that thing grew last year and it was only one little tray and it was by a window. So I believe we can have some seeds and see what they'll do and where they'll grow. And I'm using a Sharpie this year to mark my stuff and see what it is. So thank y'all for joining me on the journey. This is just a seed unboxing. Botanical Interest. A lot of these places I'm learning to, I just signed up for their catalog or their emails, and I ended up getting coupon codes. So my order, I'll tell y'all this. My order, I got, yes, 2 pages. So my order, it was $60 for all those seeds, but I had a discount code that took off $22. So I just ended up paying 40 bucks. I did have to pay shipping. Shipping was 12, but it took 22 bucks off of my bill. So if you sign up to their emails and so forth, you can get discount codes. So do that. I'll put Botanical Interest. That's who I used this time. And then I also looked at Johnny Seeds, but I didn't order from them. So I'm not going to put them on there. Also, they don't have pictures on their seeds. I want to see what I'm growing. So, but I heard they have some really good seeds. So anyway, I'll link them below, Botanical Interest. And yeah, I'm excited. Y'all join me on this garden journey. See what we grow, we'll see what we harvest, and let's have some fun along the way. Hope y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Lady A, Life with Lady AEA. Talk to you later.